It's very chilly. Before the game will be over, frozen. Calvin Castine. We're at the West Plattsburgh American Legion Field, post 16-19. And we are here for Game 2 in the best of 5 championship round of the A Division in the Adirondack Slow Pitch League. It's the Big Earl's restaurant team down 1-0 in the series to LaBatt's Blue. And it'll be Big Earl's time for the last at bat. The defense for the Earlers is Mark Tatro on the pitching rubber, Caleb Castine behind the plate, Chris Castine at first. Second base is Sam Lajway, shortstop Jared Perrier, Dylan Lajway's at third base in the outfield. You got Jason Mayette, Donnie Laporte, Mike Castine, and Chris Booten. Brenton Kringle and Alan Rock will be the officials. Jay Drolet will lead it off for the defending champion LaBatt's Blue team. LaBatt's took game 1 by a 20-9 margin. And I have gone on record as predicting they will average 20 runs or more per game in this championship round. During the season, LaBatt scored 628 runs in 34 games, averaging 18.5 points per game, runs per game, while allowing 188 runs for 5.5 allowed, so 18.5 to 5.5. 13-run advantage. Drolet, always looking for 2, will settle for 1. In a overall play in the league, Big Earls scored 494 runs, averaging 14.5 runs per game, while allowing a league-leading low of 166 for an average of 4.9 allowed. Here is Scott Lemire. Lemire reaches. It could drop. Mike Castine grabs it. Drolet's going to be safe. And I just lost my water bottle. So it'll be a long drought for me here. I got my water bottle way under there. There it is. Hopefully it's still in one piece. Now we got Tom Perry, the batter. 1 out, 1 on. And I get the force at second. A kind soul has picked up my water bottle and it's laying on the floor. Hopefully it won't roll off. This thing that we're standing on here is very wobbly. When I move, it moves. Neil Stevens hits it on the ground through the left side. And Perry will retreat, and Stevens will retreat. Be first and second with 2 down. Gets us to the first baseman, David Hawk Purrier. And a pitch on the ground through the left side. That's going to score run number 1. And it'll be first and second as Perry trips over home plate. Ian Brown, the batter now. And Tatro's pitch. Ball 1. September 24th, 2009. Temperature was pleasant throughout the day, but once the sun sets here in early autumn, the temperatures drop fast. We're in the upper 40s when we arrived at the park. The strike. Line shot. It's going to be foul. No, right down the line. Fair. It's going to score 2 more. That throw should have been held up. Had no chance of getting him. Allows Brown to go to third base. Jocko DeMars Jr. hits it to Jared Perrier. Mars is safe at first. Another run in. About to give it E6 to Perrier. There's Chris Brunel, who showed surprising power last game. Hits it on the ground. Castine unassisted at first base. So 4 big runs for LaBatt's. They lead as we head to the bottom half of the first. So Big Earl's coming to bat. Kevin Levine is on the pitching rubber. His battery mate tonight is Scott McCormick. David Hawk Purrier is at first. Scott Lemaire is at second. Shortstop is Tom Perry. Ian Brown is at third base. In the outfield, you got Neil Stevens, Jocko DeMars Jr., Jay Drolet, and Chris Brunel. Donnie Laporte is at the plate. Or nothing in the bottom of the first. Hit to Perry, an easy charity hop, throws wide, but catchable for Hawk Purrier, and we got 1 down. In the playoffs thus far, through the first 6 games before this series, here's Jared Perrier steps in. The LaBatt's team was averaging 17 2/3 runs, total of 106, allowing 6 2/3, a total of 40 through their 6 games. That's a base hit for Perrier, and he'll settle for a single. The Big Earl's restaurant team, through 8 games, averaged 86, scored 86, averaged 10.75, 10 3/4, and allowed 7 in with 56 runs allowed. And then adding in the, as Jason Mayette steps in, and adding in the extra game, the first game of this playoff, LaBatt's is averaging 18 runs per game in the playoffs. It's a base hit for Mayette, and allowing 7. And Big Earl's is averaging 10.6 runs per game and allowing 8.4. Cleanup hitter Christopher Castine at the plate. It's a line shot that's going to drop in. That's going to load the bases as the throw comes to Levine on 1 hop. Here's Caleb Castine. The bag's full. Potential tying run at the plate. 4-0 to score. 1 out. Strike on the deep inside corner. Good pitch from Levine. Inside. Bottom half of the first. Game 2 in the best of 5. Castine with a line shot. That should score 2. It will. As Laporte flies in on the heels of Perrier. That's a 4-2 ball game with a potential tying run on board. And Dylan Lajway popping it up and out of play, strike 1. Lajway hits it up, no, knocked down by Perry, and he throws it away. Bags are full. Here's Mike Castine. The word on Andrew Castine, who was injured in the last game with he was going for a ball. This has popped up out of play. Came in, tried to make a shoestring type of catch and dislocated his right pinky finger. It's illegal, and it has been reported it's a dislocation, not a broken. He chops it, tomahawks it into center field to make it 4-3, puts a potential tying run at third base. Still just one out. And the bag's still full. There's Mark Tatro, the pitcher. Takes it deep. Popped up. Infield fly is called. 2 down. There's Chris Booten. Deep, ball 1. Bag's full, 2 outs. Team at bat trailing 4-3. Booten hits it to third. Booted by Brown. 2 runs will score. Here's Stevens airing out the arm. Lashway scores easily. There's another case there where the throw shouldn't have happened, but there's no advance to third that time. Stevens thought he had a shot at it. Former minor league pitcher. You know he's got an arm. There's Sam Lashway. 5. Base hit. Lashway goes the opposite way. Mike Castine rounding. He's going to score. That'll make it 6-4. Lashway comes through. Opposite field hit. Looked like he knew exactly what he wanted to do with that one. So they batted around, and it brings up Donnie Laporte for the 2nd time in the inning. He led off and scored the first run. Pops it up. Brunel under it. He'll grab it, and the scoreboard will say 6-4, Big Earls after 1 full on viewer-supported hometown cable. Here's Chris Purrier at the plate. As we start the 2nd inning, team down 6-4. It's a line shot. Mayette right there, reaches up, hauls it in, 1 down. Scott McCormick used that entire field last game to great advantage. He's up there with Kevin Levine on deck. Strike. Alan Rock calling the balls and strikes. Booten going back. Didn't play him deep enough. McCormick doing what he did last game, hitting it over their heads out in outfield. He looks like he got a little hamstring problem there. Got to play him deep. He can surprise you. Well, Kevin Levine. Ball 1. Ball 2 just missed. Strike. Chopped it to Purrier. Gonna come home. He is out. Jared Purrier taking a chance. And fortunately, Scott McCormick isn't a Pete Rose fan. Also a chance of a nasty collision on a play like that, which you worry about less if you're throwing than if you're receiving. But Purrier took a chance and got the out at the plate. Levine will have a courtesy runner, and Jay Drolet will step in. It's a high fly ball. Laporte grabs, and LaBatt's is scoreless in their half of the second inning. Go to the bottom of the inning with the score holding at 6-4, Big Earls. Jared Perrier at the plate. Before McCormick hit that ball last half inning, I was making some kind of point. And when he hit the ball, I forgot what I was talking about, and I haven't remembered it yet. So, no, it wasn't too important, and chances are it wasn't. That's foul. 2-2 count. Inside, full count. For a line shot, it's going to be in there, in the gap. He's going to get at least 3. Good job, hold him up at third. First batter of the inning, you don't want him taking any chances. Jared Perrier starts it off with a triple in the gap. Now we got Jason Mayette. Foul, strike 1. Strike 2. Levine ahead 0-2. He's a crafty pitcher. Line shot. Perry grabs. 1 down. There's Chris Castine. That's out of here. That is out of here. No sacrifice fly on that one. He yanks it over the left center field fence. The first home run for either team in the ball game. It's a cool, crisp night. We really expect to see a lot of homers before this one's over, particularly on the LaBatt's side. So that'll make it 8-4, Big Earls. Now the catcher, Caleb Castine, at the plate. Takes it inside deep, ball 1. Levine delivers. Line shot, it's going to hold up. Line shot, but the Marshall's there. 0-2 down, Dylan Lajoie steps in. He swings, hits a bullet into right center, and he'll be on with the base hit. Well, Mike Castine steps in and takes a strike. 8-4 in the second inning, a lot of ball game remaining. 8 runs will not win this one. We're going to the third. 8-4, Big Earls leads. Scott Lemaire hits the first pitch of the game back to Tatro over to first in time. 1 down. Good job by the gray-haired hurler. We have to back up, copy it over. These guys were leaving and they had to say something with swearing in it in a friendly manner, but they were hollering it out. Had to back up the tape. Amazing how many people don't know how to talk in public. Neil Stevens at the plate. Tom Perry has reached while we were backing up the tape. Stevens hits it deep, deep, center field. It's out of here. 2-run homer for Neil Stevens, and he's gonna pass Perry if he's not careful here. So that'll make it 8-6 here in the top half of the third. With 1 out. The batter now is Hawk Perrier. Takes ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top half of the third inning, 7-inning ball game. Line shot. If it's fair, it's a base hit. It's a base hit. It's going to get at least 2 out of it. And that'll bring the potential tying run to the plate. Third baseman Ian Brown, the batter. He's got home run power. He has put it Foul, strike one. Pitch to Brown. Line shot, base hit. This will probably make it 8-7. Nope. Stays 8-6. Potential tying runs on board. Runners at the corners. There's left center fielder Jocko DeMars Jr. He reaches. It's a high, towering home run into the trees in left center field. So that'll put big LaBatt's Blue up 9-8 on that 3-run homer. Still just one out here in the third inning. There's Chris Brunel. For Big Earls, you say the score is 1-0. You don't say we're down 9-8. It's 1-0. We're down by a run. Hit chopper. Sam Lajway over covering. Chris Castine to Sam Lajway. Good heads up play by the old veteran. Gary Levine didn't believe it. Now Chris Perrier takes it. Makes it short, ball one. One ball, one strike. And Perrier, it's a base hit. Laporte cuts it off. It'll be a single with 2 down. Now Scott McCormick. There's the pitch to him. It's a line shot, base hit. The runners at the corners. Now there's Kevin Levine. Popped up. Who's got it? Who's got it? Mike Castine's got it.
Our turn, let's go.
9-8. LaBatt's Blue is moved ahead. We're going to the bottom half of the third here in this game 2 in the best of round series, best of 5 championship series.
How do we bounce back?
Ball one to Mark Tatro as we start the bottom half of the third. Team down by a run. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tatro will lead it off with a base hit. Potential tying run on board for Big Earl's Restaurant. Chris Booten now. Gets it on the ground, looking for 2. Throw to first, in time, double play. Nice 1-6-3 double play for LaBatt's. Now Sam Lajway steps in. Takes it outside, ball 1. It's a fly ball to DeMars. And 3 up, 3 down, nothing in cross. A quiet half inning for Big Earl's Restaurant. They trail 9-8, trailing for the first time in the ball game as we head for the top of the 4th. Both teams will send up the top of their orders to start the 4th inning. Here's Jay Drollette leading off. For LaBatt's Blue, his team up by a 9-8 margin. Game 2 in the best of 5. LaBatt's Blue leading the series 1-0. Big Earls needs a win to knot up the series. They go behind 2-0 in big to LaBatt's. They might just roll over in game 3. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Drollette on with a walk. Now Scott Lemaire. It's a line shot, base hit into right center. Drollette is flying into third. There'll be runners at the corners very quickly here for LaBatt's in the 4th. Now Tom Perry steps in. It's a high, towering fly. It's fair. It's a 3-run homer, but it's foul. That's nowhere as deep. but deep. Sacrifice fly. Perry is out. 10-8 the score. Lemaire moves to second. Now here's Neil Stevens, cleanup batter.
That's it. Be patient.
1 ball, 1 strike. Stevens, it's a high fly ball. Laporte's there. Lemaire will advance to third base, 2 down. Hawk Furrier. Pitch to the first baseman is strike 1. A little deep, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tatro delivers. Furrier line shot. And it's grabbed by Laporte. Nice catch by Donnie Laporte to end the inning. So a run for LaBatt's. They lead it now 10-8. We're halfway through this one. We're going to the bottom of the 4th.
Let's get those wheels and go.
An important go-around for Big Earls as they send up the top of their order. Donnie Laporte hits a line shot up a bullet to Lemaire for an out, 1 down. Well hit ball. Laporte will get a lot of base hits hitting it like that. Strike 1 to Jared Perrier. Not sure what he. Back to Levine over to first, 2 down. Jason Mayette hits it to third, long throw to first, in time for the out. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. For Big Earls, we're going to the 5th inning with LaBatt's Blue leading it 10-8. This is Ian Brown leading off the top of the 5th. Takes it short, ball 1. High fly ball. Mayette is there near the fence. 1 down. There's Jocko DeMars Jr. Tatro's pitch. Fly ball to a truck in the parking lot. 1 down. Strike 1. Left the bat, looked like it might be playable, but just drifted foul. That's hit through the left side. That'll be a base hit for DeMars. On his horse, he's into second, standing up with a double. There's Chris Brunell. First pitch to him is hit high and deep. It's out of here. Chris Brunell with the 2-run homer. Well, Chris Perrier says, I'll use that bat too.
Come on, baby. Come on, Chris. Relax your hands here. Come on, Chris. Ball.
Scott Lemaire. Scott McCormick. 2 down. There's Welk. He's pinch hitting for Lemaire, for Levine. Three and 1. Top of the order on deck. 2 outs. This guy you want to get. Popped up. Tetro says he has it, and he does. So let's see. 5-run lead. 13-8. Going to the bottom of the 5th. LaBatt's leading Big Earls. Jocko DeMars seniors come in. He's replacing McCormick behind the plate. Chris Castine at the plate as we start the bottom half of the 5th. Hits the first pitch in foul territory. Stevens over by the fence and grabs it and injures his rib cage. 1 down.
Hey, come on.
13-8 here in the bottom of the 5th. Caleb Castine at the plate. LaBatt's Blue looking to take a big 2-0 lead in the series. It's ball 1. They won the first game 20-9. Oh, off the bottom of the bat. Levine will fire to first in time for the out. 2 down. Here's Dylan Lajoie, the third baseman. He hits a one over the top. Just swinging a little late, I guess. They're hitting the top of the ball with the bottom of the bat, and they're getting little comebackers. So 3 up, 3 down. That's the second time I think they've done that. I think they were 3 up, 3 down last day. Yeah, that's 6 outs, 7 outs in a row because you got to figure the last guy up made an out. So it's at least 7 outs in a row. Or Big Earls, so going to the 6th.
Right here, not out there. There you go.
Here's Jay Drolet leading off for LaBatt's Blue. Takes a strike to start the 6th. The team up by 5 runs. 13-8 to score. Under the glove of Chris Castine into right field. Chris Booten will pick it up. And Drolet will move into second base. Scott Lemaire takes a strike. Line shot through the left side. That'll score Drolet. Throw should come to second. Keep Lemaire at first. 14-8. Brings up Tom Perry. Tough task when you got to face the next pile of batters that LaBatt's going to throw at you. Strike 1. Big Earls trailing by 6. They have had 3 scoreless innings in a row. Perry hits it to left center field and over the fence to make it 16-8.
Check the bat.
Neil Stevens steps in, hits it to Perrier over to Castine. 1 down. There's Hawk Perrier. Strike.
Come on, Bubbles. Come on, baby. Come on, Hawk.
Chopper to the left side. In time on a close one. 2 down. Now Ian Brown. It's it to Lashway. Long throw to first. And Lashway is down. What did he do? Did he throw his arm out? What did he do? He pulled something. Lining up for that long throw, he pulled something. He is in pain. He's walking it off. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Mike Castine leading off the bottom half of the 6th. His team down by 8 runs. Hits a comebacker over to Levine. I think that's 3 in a row that he's had to put out on the assist on. Mark Tatro. Strike 1. That's a base hit. Beyond the grasp of a diving Tom Perry. 1 out single for Mark Tatro, who is playing with a broken left middle finger. Here's Chris Booten. Booten hits a line shot to right field. It'll be first and second with 1 out. Now Sam Lashway, second baseman, will step in. Ball 1. Strike. If LaBatt's wins tonight, this could be our last game of the series, because we're not able to make it here tomorrow night. They'll be in position to sweep it. Tomorrow night we've got a soccer doubleheader to contend with, so we won't be able to make a 6:30 game down here. Tonight's game was at 9 o'clock start, so we're able to make it. 16-9. The square of 4 and the square of 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order now, Donnie Laporte, the batter. The Earls needs to score some runs to keep their hopes alive. 1 out, top of their order up, 2 men on. There's a strike. Levine delivers. That looks playable. Deep. Holy cow, Donnie Laporte. Donnie Laporte. A 3-run homer for Donnie Laporte. They'll want to check his bat for sure. 16-12 the score. Jared Perrier, the batter. He takes a strike. 16-12. LaBatt's Blues still up by 4. That's inside. Line shot. David Perrier makes the catch. 2 down. Jason Mayette takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yanked foul. 1-2 pitch. Deep. 2-2. Always brave to take one with 2 strikes on you. Line shot. It's fair. It's a base hit. It's a base hit for Mayette. There's Chris Castine.
Jared. No, come on, boy. Okay. Don't hurt your back. Oh, the second back.
Although they didn't have to, because they've already used 2 courtesy runners. LaBatt's allowed Myatt to have a courtesy runner. Chris Castine comes through with a base hit. There's the catcher, Caleb Castine. Strike. One ball, one strike. Line shot, and right to Drillette. Another line shot. Right at an outfielder. He had a couple of those tonight. 16-12 after 6. We're going to the 7th here on viewer-supported hometown cable. If you're LaBatt's Blue, you look at that scoreboard, a 4-run lead in slow pitch softball. You know you want to add a few more here in the top half of the 7th. And LaBatt's has scored in every inning except the 2nd, so there's a good chance that they will be adding a few runs here in the top half of the 7th. There's Jocko DeMars Jr. at the plate on a crisp October feeling night. It's a September night though, September 24th. He's got that October feel to it. There's a line shot. Myatt is there, one down. He's in some kind of discomfort out there. Now Chris Brunell, the batter. High pop up. Bowden under it. 2 down. Chris Purrier, who like Chris Brunell, homered the last time up there, steps in. He takes a strike. Line shot off the glove of Jared Purrier. And he keeps the inning alive. Now Jocko DeMars Sr., the batter. He's up for the first time. He came in the game for Scott McCormick. Hit through the left side, a base hit. Maybe first and second. The top of the order on deck, 2 outs. Kevin Levine is a big at bat here for both teams. Earls would like to shut down LaBatt's here in the 7th and keep their hopes alive. If they give up a couple more, they might go quietly in the 7th. If they hold LaBatt's, they're going to come into that bottom of the 7th with some life in their step. And we'll see what's going to happen. They've trailed by 4. It's 16-12. LaBatt's Blue leading Big Earls as we head to the bottom half of the 7th.
Hey, everybody's got to get up right now.
Dylan Lajway will lead it off as Big Earls steps up to start the bottom of the 7th, trailing by 4 to the defending champion, LaBatt's Blue. LaBatt's leading 1-0 in the series, looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead in this best of 5. Championship round of the A Division of the Adirondack Slow Pitch League 2009. 20 years ago, it was K&L Plumbing with the big series championship. Hit slow comebacker. Lajway holding his rib cage is out at first. He's obviously got some kind of a pulled muscle or something in the chest area. Here's Mike Castine. 16-12 the score. Strike. Mark Tatro on deck. Strike 2. There's a base hit. Now here's Mark Tatro. You see, he's got one finger he can't bend there when he's holding that bat. Can't really bend that left middle finger. You can't get a good grip on the bat. It's a line shot base hit for Tatro. That's going to move a potential tying run to the on-deck circle. There's right fielder Chris Booten. It's a base hit through the left side. It's going to load the bases and bring up the potential tying run in Sam Lajway, the second baseman. Top of the order to follow. Lajway was hoping that he'd get an intentional walk, but nope. The thing he has to avoid, though, with one out is the double play. Strike hit the back part of the mat. Strike two. Lajway thought it had a little too much arc. Hits it to Levine. Out at first. Kringle was not watching. He was not watching. He had to go to Allen Rock. He was watching at second base. Kringle was watching second base. He had to look at Rock for help.
I hope we have new ups next game.
That's going to be the ball game. 16-12 the score. Booten says he was.
I wasn't even on the bag.
It wasn't on the bag. It was a force. I'm not sure he's worried about there. We're going to go home because it's cold here. It's 16-12. LaBatt's Blue takes a 2-0 lead in the best of 5 series.
Right now we have our segment